July 2nd, 1937, a date forever etched in history. On this day, Amelia Earhart, the world's most famous aviator, disappeared without a trace. Her story is one of adventure, courage, and mystery. But who is the woman behind the legend? And what really happened during her final journey? Let's delve into her extraordinary life and the enduring mystery of her disappearance. Before she became a global icon, Amelia Mary Earhart was just a young girl with an adventurous spirit. Born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas, Amelia grew up defying expectations. While other girls played with dolls, Amelia climbed trees, hunted rats with makeshift rifles, and imagined a world beyond her small-town life. Her fascination with flight began unexpectedly. In 1904, after seeing a roller coaster during a family trip to St. Louis, she built a ramp in her backyard with the help of her uncle. Using a wooden box as her vehicle, she sped down the ramp and crashed at the bottom. Her reaction? She turned to her sister and exclaimed, "It's just like flying." Years later, at age 10, she saw her first airplane at the Iowa State Fair. Surprisingly, she wasn't impressed. She later described it as a thing of rusty wire and wood. Little did she know, this thing would one day change her life. Amelia's journey into aviation truly began in the early 1920s. After working as a nurse in Toronto during World War I, she developed a deep sense of purpose. But it wasn't until December 28, 1920, at an air show in California, that she discovered her passion for flying. That day, she took her first flight, a 10-minute ride with pilot Frank Cox. It cost $10, a small fortune at the time, but Amelia later said, "By the time we reached 90 feet, I knew I had to fly." Determined to make her dream a reality, she began taking flying lessons with Netta Snook, one of the few female flight instructors of the era. To afford the $500 fee for 12 hours of lessons, Amelia worked odd jobs and saved diligently. Her first lesson was on January 3, 1921, at Kenner Field. She even cut her hair short to look more like the male pilots of the time and purchased a bright yellow Kenner Airster, her first airplane, which she fondly named the Canary. Amelia quickly made a name for herself. In October 1922, she set a women's altitude record, flying to 14,000 feet, and in 1923, she became the 16th woman in the United States to earn a pilot's license. These milestones were just the beginning of her groundbreaking career. Fast forward to 1936, when Amelia began planning her most ambitious journey yet, a flight around the world, following the equator. It would be the longest route ever attempted, 29,000 miles. She chose Fred Noonan as her navigator, a man known for his expertise in long-distance flights. Their first attempt began on March 17, 1937, but ended abruptly in Hawaii when their plane was damaged during takeoff. Undeterred, Amelia made a second attempt later that year. This time, she departed from Miami, Florida, and flew eastward, covering 22,000 miles across South America, Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. By July 2, 1937, Amelia and Fred had reached Lae, Papua New Guinea. Their next destination was Holland Island, a tiny atoll in the Pacific Ocean. The flight was estimated to take 20 hours, and the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca was stationed near Howland to assist with navigation. Amelia and Fred took off at 10 a.m. local time. Throughout the flight, they maintained sporadic communication with the Itasca. At one point, Amelia radioed, "We are on the line 157-337. We are running north and south." These were the last words anyone ever heard from her. Despite extensive search efforts, no trace of Amelia, Fred, or their plane was ever found. The U.S. government concluded that the plane likely ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific, but the mystery didn't end there. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged. Some believe that Amelia and Fred landed on Nikomoro Island, 350 miles southeast of Howland. Artifacts, including a jar of freckle cream and human bones, were discovered on the island, sparking speculation that they survived as castaways. Others suggest they were captured by the Japanese after landing in the Marshall Islands. Witnesses claim to have seen a white woman pilot and her male companion in the area. However, no concrete evidence supports this theory. More fantastical ideas include claims that Amelia was on a secret espionage mission for the US government. While intriguing, these theories lack substantial proof. In 2024, new hope emerged. Deep Sea Vision, a company specializing in underwater exploration, announced the discovery of an object resembling a Lockheed Electric near Howland Island, 16,000 feet beneath the ocean's surface. For a brief moment, the aviation world held its breath. But on November 5, 2024, the object was identified as a rock formation. Once again, the search for answers came up empty. Amelia Earhart's story is more than just a tale of mystery. It's a testament to human courage and determination. Her disappearance remains unsolved, but her legacy as a pioneer and inspiration endures. What do you think happened to Amelia Earhart? Share your theory in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating stories.